Today we are going to talk about parasocial relationships. You see, recently in the news, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard had a very public defamation case. Now everybody who's seen this video has probably watched it and has probably seen clips on their TikTok or on their YouTube. The case was obviously televised, and the YouTube live stream of the trial had a couple million viewers at one point at one time, which is insane. It's a defamation case. It's the court of law. It was a month long and it gripped people. Like, come on, I spent a day in a courtroom just shadowing lawyers and it is not that entertaining, but everybody was very invested in this case. And I'm not going to sit here and say that I was for one side or the other because it doesn't matter, but we'll get to that. This video is going to be about everybody's reaction to it. Why did everybody watch this? Why was everybody so passionate about it? Passionate enough to send death threats to one side or both? Passionate enough to start interpersonal fights? Passionate enough to sit through a month of boring courtroom drama? And I think it was that parasocial aspect. People felt super invested in this case for whatever reason. And I think that was the point. I think Johnny Depp's side wanted it to be televised. Amber Heard's team agrees. I'm not speaking to the reason that they may want it to be televised. I'm just saying that factually they wanted it to be televised. They wanted it out there. They wanted people to react to it, to become invested, to pick sides. So why do people do that? Why do people, when given the option to peek inside of a courtroom with two celebrities that they've never met, or if they've met, it's just been a hello, maybe a signing. Why do people get so invested? I don't know. I have some theories. In today's age, we make friends online. If you're like me, you're more online than you are in person. With people working from home and using Slack or Teams to talk to each other, with people substituting LAN parties for just Discord channels and replacing text message updates to your friends with social media posts, we are a primarily online people, which I think is the driver for people developing parasocial relationships with people that they don't know. I mean, look, these two celebrities gave you a lens inside an extremely personal case, a case that had things happening on both sides that I can't even mention in this video without getting demonetized, things that people don't typically share with even their closest friends, let alone millions of people they've never met, which allowed these people to develop these fake bonds with people. It quickly got picked up by people on Twitter, by people on Twitch, by people on YouTube, because it's content. I'm not blaming those people, it's content, but all those sites are made for content. And so if people want to watch these things, it's a content creator's job to kind of give it to you. So I'm not necessarily blaming anybody for live streaming it or for making clips channels or whatever. That is not the purpose of the video. I immediately think back to when Maya and Mizkif, two very popular streamers on Twitch, broke up and everybody was flooding replies with what happened, asking them if they were okay, telling them to reach out, and it quickly was invaded by people that clearly had developed some fake parasocial relationship with the couple. Ludwig released a famous video that is quoted by streamers all the time when somebody asked him about the couple, he looked in the camera and he said, "I am not your friend," or "We are not your friend."
Thoughts on Maya and Miz? We are not your friend. Get out of the parasocial sauce. Focus on your in real life relationships, you weirdo.
A quick note I want to add in editing. Ludwig made a video a while ago called "I Am Not Your Friend." I'll link it in the comments down below. It's basically about his experience with parasocial relationships on Twitch and then on YouTube. I just forgot to add that, so back to the video. I think that in content creation, your whole thing is to try and build a relationship with the viewers. It's trying to get them to watch you, whether it's your videos or your live streams, over anybody else's. You want people to make your content a part of their day. And part of that is developing a relationship. Now, most people can develop a healthy relationship with that. I can turn on a movie, that can be a part of my day, and I can love all the actors in that movie, but I love them as actors, as characters in the movie. I do not love them personally. It is an entirely different thing. I think that with today's generation being so developed online, though, it is a really weird situation where that line, that relationship is kind of blurred. Also, oftentimes people showing empathy, like for instance with the breakup earlier, saying, "I'm so sorry, I hope you're doing okay," that's being empathetic. That's not parasocial. Sometimes those actions get confused for parasocial relationships and they face some of the backlash and that may radicalize those people. It's a crazy thing that happens. As far as a solution, I have no idea what the solution is. I think we can all agree that there were many things in that trial that should not have been broadcasted live. So does it fall on the court to not have those things be broadcasted? Does it fall on the individual to choose not to broadcast those things in their life? Or are they totally fine? If Johnny and Amber agreed to broadcast their entire court case, is it totally okay then? Is it okay for YouTube to allow people to restream those things, or for that stream to be hosted on their website or Twitch? I don't know. I have truly no idea. I think that it falls on the individual, but I don't think that the individual has the wherewithal to completely abstain from taking part in things that maybe develop an unhealthy relationship or result in them having opinions on things that do not involve them at all. Because let's face it, if we didn't develop some form of a small parasocial relationship with these people, there wouldn't have been anybody watching that live stream. And there wouldn't have been the drive for content creators that didn't have that parasocial relationship to restream it to their viewers. I also don't want to sound like I'm completely devoid from this. I know I am definitely guilty of developing parasocial relationships in the past. And then with the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial, I know everybody was invested in that, so I think everybody is guilty of developing parasocial relationships a little bit. At the end of the day, these things are a conversation. These are just thoughts that I've had, and I really do want to hear your guys' opinion in the comments down below. So please, we're going to talk about this right after this video airs at 12 p.m. Central Time. I'm live every Saturday after the video drops. I want to hear what you have to say, and I'll go through the comments and kind of speak to them. If you haven't subscribed, feel free to subscribe down below. And I still don't know how to end a video, so I guess just peace.